All right, thanks, guys. The Indians take on the Orioles, 7:05 Eastern first pitch in Baltimore. Cleveland's minus 165, totals at 9. We have John Means for the Baltimore Orioles. We have Mike Clevinger for the Cleveland Indians. Clevinger, well, he's got a 2.70 ERA with 29 strikeouts in just 16 and 2/3 innings pitched. He also has a 0.72 WHIP. Now, Cleveland's been winners in 5 out of their last 6 games. They're also second in hits allowed on the road on average. When it comes to the total, Cleveland's 22 and 15 to the under when traveling. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean Cleveland Indians minus 165 and the under 9 runs in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Happy Friday to you. The weekend is finally here. Now, I have to go to work today, but the rest of the office are on summer hours, which means I don't have to deal with people, which is fantastic. I like that. 2 thumbs up. But anyway, check me out on my website, patreon.com/BrockPage. We had 2 plays yesterday. We split. We went 1-1, but we're doing very, very good in our underdog plays on that site. Absolutely crushing it. We love plus money. So anyway, check me out on my website, patreon.com/BrockPage, where we do daily plays. We have many different tiers and packages for you to choose from, and they begin at just $1.99 per month. So go ahead and click that link in the description section below. All right, let's go ahead and slide into some more games. All starts Eastern Standard Time. Up next, we have the Royals taking on the Blue Jays, 7:07 Toronto. The Jays are minus 120, totals 9.5. We have Danny Duffy for the Royals, Sean Reed Foley for Toronto. Reed Foley comes into this game with a 6.75 ERA, 2.75 WHIP. He also has 5 walks compared to 5 strikeouts in 4.0 innings pitched. Now, Toronto's 26th in hits on average per game. They've also won just 13 out of 38 at home. And when it comes to the total, Kansas City's 80% to the under in their last 5. I'm going to lean toward the road dog in this one. Give me the Royals plus $1 and the under 9.5 in that game. Next matchup, Rangers-Rays. 7:10 Eastern first pitch in Tampa Bay. Now, there are no lines currently posted for this game. We have Yanni Chirinos for the Rays, Lance Lynn for the Rangers. Lynn comes into this game with a 4.32 ERA and a 1.27 WHIP. Now, Chirinos on the other side for the Rays, he's 7-3 on the year with a 3.00 ERA and a very low 0.97 WHIP for Tampa Bay. Now, the Rays are first in runs allowed, second in hits allowed at home. Texas on the other side, winners in just 17 out of 38 on the road. They also dropped 5 out of their last 6, taking on Tampa Bay if you're into historical trends. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean Tampa Bay Rays, winning this one outright for some money line cash. All right, next game, Cubs, Reds. Sorry, I want to take a sip of this coffee. Excuse me. Terribly unprofessional. What are we going to do? Nice mug. Coffee. Cafe. Coffee. As I slurp right in your ear, turn this thing into an ASMR video. Whenever I see that, by the way, that acronym, ASMR, I immediately think ass to mouth. I don't know why. But anyway, all right, next game, Cubs, Reds. 7:10 Eastern first pitch at the Great American Small Park in Cincinnati. Now, the Cubbies are the $1.10 favorite on the road. Totals at 9. We have Cole Hamels for the Cubs, Sonny Gray for the Reds. Gray comes into this game with a 3-5 record, 4.03 ERA, and a 1.28 WHIP. He also has 31 walks in just 76 innings pitched. Now, Hamels on the other side for the Cubs. He's 6-2 with a 2.92 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP. Cincinnati's dropped 4 out of their last 5 games. They also rank 27th in hits on average per contest. The Cubbies on the other side, 2nd in walks, 6th in runs allowed. When it comes to the total, the Cubbies are 61% to the over, taking on teams allowing less than 3.9 runs per contest. So although Cincinnati had that incredible under run not too long ago. I think this one should go over, especially in that small ballpark. Give me the Cubs, minus 110, and the over 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, the Braves taking on the Mets, 7:10, Flushing, Queens, New York. The Mets are the $1.30 favorite. Totals at 7.5. We have Jake DeGrom for the Mets, Mike Soroka for the Braves. Soroka comes into this game with an 8-1 record, 2.07 ERA, and a .97 WHIP. Now, Jake DeGrom on the other side, just 4-6 on the year. The Mets are in complete disarray right now with their front office and all that, their coaching and all that stuff. They also lost their last 5 straight. They're 23rd in runs allowed on average per game. When it comes to the total, the Mets are 20-14 to the over at home. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean toward the road dog in this one. Pretty good price point here. Give me Atlanta plus 120 and the over 7.5 in that ball game there. Next matchup, Phillies, Marlins, 7:10, Miami. The Phils are minus 135, totals at 8. We have Vinny Velasquez for the Phils, Eliezer Hernandez for the Marlins. Hernandez comes into this game with a 1.18 WHIP, and he also has 19 strikeouts in 18 2/3 innings pitched. So Hernandez pretty good in his limited time. Now, Velasquez on the other side, just 2-4 on the year, 4.40 ERA, and a 1.38 WHIP. He also has 21 walks in 47 innings pitched. Philadelphia has really struggled on the road. I know they're coming off a sweep of the Mets at Citizens Bank Park, but the Phils have dropped 5 out of their last 6 when traveling. They're also winners in just 16 out of 37 away from home. When it comes to the total, Miami's 24-17 to the over in Miami. Got to lean toward the home dog in this one. They might not win it outright, but I think they can keep it close. Give me the Marlins plus 1.5, getting the job done for some run line cash in the over 8 runs in that game. Next matchup, Nationals, Tigers, 7:10 Detroit. The Nats are minus 150, totals 10.5. We have Anibal Sanchez for the Nats, Daniel Norris for the Tigers. Norris comes into this game with a 2-6 record. He also has a 4.69 ERA and a 1.39 WHIP. Detroit is 24 games under 500 right now. They're just 26-50 overall for the year. They've also won just 11 out of 38 at home. Now, total-wise, Detroit is 80% to the under in their last 5. Give me the Nationals minus 150 and the under 10.5 in that game. Next matchup, Pirates, Brewers. And speaking of brew... That was horrible. Pittsburgh, Brewers. And that might be on the next page. I can't find that. Yes, it is. 8:10 Eastern, first pitch in Milwaukee. The Brewers are minus 145, totals 10.5. We have Chris Archer for the Pirates, Jhoulys Chacin for the Brewers. Chacin's just 3-8 on the year with a 5.88 ERA and a 1.51 WHIP. He also has walked 33 batters in just 67 1/3 innings pitched. Now, Pittsburgh is 3rd in hits, 8th in striking batters out on the road. Meanwhile, Milwaukee, 28th in striking out at home at the plate. They've also dropped 7 out of their last 10. Now, total-wise, Pittsburgh's 10-5 to the over in their last 15. Give me the road dog in this one, keeping it close. I like the Pirates plus 1.5, getting the job done on the run line, and the over 10.5 in that game. Next matchup, Mariners, Astros, 8:10 Houston. No line currently posted for this game. We have Tommy Post Malone projected for Seattle. Wade Miley for the Astros. Miley 6-4 with a 3.51 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP. Tommy Post Malone on the other side, just 1-2 on the year. But keep this in mind, okay? He's got 38 strikeouts in 37 2/3 innings pitched. So a lot of Ks for Post Malone here. He also has a very low 0.96 WHIP. But having said that, I know Houston's been struggling, but they are 4th in runs allowed. They're also 2nd in hits allowed on average per game. And when it comes to Seattle, they are 28th in Major League Baseball in striking out on average per game. They're also dead last in hits allowed. So with all that said and done, I think Houston should get it done at home here. Give me Houston winning this one outright for some money line cash at home. Next game, Twins,
Java.